Hello. So today I'm going to be talking about the haunting of the Conjuring house. So a lot of people know what the Conjuring house is. It's a house I'm thinking in Rhode Island, which is in the United States. Um, the Conjuring house been I don't really know how long, probably about even before I was alive. um, so Um, I'm thinking that, as far as I know, the Conjuring house, like, the whole haunting started with, like, a ritual, uh, uh, like, a family moved into the house, when, like, the hauntings, were going on. The hauntings are, like, after the family already moved in, and then at night, they would, hear, some noises, like footsteps and all, like, basically, like, there was one of the hauntings, like, major hauntings was of a demon, that, like, totally, destroyed, like, the family's lives on there and all. Um Yeah, and, one of the first, investigators was, and, Edward Warren, which they're not alive, anymore. I'm thinking, Edward Warren ended up, passing away from a heart attack, in, I'm thinking 2006. So, they were one of the first, paranormal investigators, which are basically demonologists, and they went in and helped, the family, but they went in and, helped them out with, like, the proms and all, and what they ended up saying, to them was um, that there was a demon, in the house, and, basically, I'm thinking, as far as I know, I watched, the actual movie, so that's how I kinda know all this information. Um, uh, like, the haunting, was going on when it came to, like, one of the ghosts, that was haunting them was of, an elderly woman, who, like, man, sacrificed her, child and, like, I'm thinking she ended up hanging herself outside the home, with a noose on, like, from it. The Conjuring house is all, like, standing up today. Um, well, I'm not getting, any chats going on. Anyone can join me, in here. Um, so, yeah, like, basically, you guys, know that my channel is about, the unexplained, and basically, I'm going, and making my videos of, what's, basically the stories of, what's going on, at, like, some houses and all. So most haunted places in America, other than, like, say, the Whaley House, which I did before then. Also, this is my first, like, live stream, really. Um, like, I decided to try this out and do, my new episode of Ghost Mysteries on a live stream. So, yeah, hello, Don Joe. Welcome to my channel. How are you doing? Um, And by your question, I think the house is located in Rhode Island. Um, make sure after this, if you want to subscribe, that would be very helpful. Thank you for popping in. But yeah, I think the house is in Rhode Island. Um, yeah, the Conjuring house is actually real, and hoping that more people can pop in live fee. Thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna try not to get nervous about this and all. Do I ever intend to drive to any of these places? In the future, but because of the COVID-19 pandemic, um, and because I don't actually have my own license, in the future, I do intend to go to these places actually. Videos from my own home. Um, but I actually wanted to like do this episode of the haunting of the Conjuring house on a live stream and all. I started my own channel not too long ago and all, but yeah, yeah, I got all my information about this house from the actual like Conjuring movies. But yeah, if you didn't hear, 'cause you just popped in, haunted places in America, other than the Whaley House and like the Amityville House. The Warrens were one of the first paranormal investigators to ever um, actually investigate and help out the family that moved into the old farmhouse. There was a woman that I think this is true though. There was a woman that actually hung herself outside of the house and all. I'm thinking it's true. Witchcraft and um keep up the interest in paranormal. I've yet to what does that say? Example, anything myself, but love to hear about others. Why, thank you. I actually do want to become a paranormal investigator. I'm starting this whole thing out at a young age. Actually, I'm only 18 years old, which I just turned that. But I'm actually paranormal investigator Zach Baggins, which I actually been to his museum. So I actually want to do this for a living. I want to try to get as many um, subscribers as possible, really. But yeah, thank you for your interest actually in my channel, and thanks for popping in. Um, so like I was saying, yeah, there was a whole ritual that was going on in the Conjuring house. If you ever seen the channel, name, oh yeah, Omar, Gosh, which is actually Arthur. He actually, I actually got some of my information about haunted houses from him, which you can go and watch his channel. Um, yeah, so there is actually a lot of stuff that actually is happening at the Conjuring house. A lot of demons happen there. A lot of people got um possessed and all. Like I don't remember the family, but I do know at night the girls, their daughters, would actually hear strange noises in their house and would actually get so freaked out that they would go and wake their parents up at night. And I'm thinking one of the spirits was actually of a old man, and the movie The Nun, one of them that would, actually, scare off, these people. I don't know if it's actually certain or not if I'm actually talking about the actual ghost, but I'm thinking so. Like, I do know the history is that, there was a ritual that happened in that house. Yeah, um, I actually do appreciate, the Warrens, really. Like, they helped out at the Amityville House, and then after that, they heard about, the Conjuring House. The whole thing happened just because of a stupid ritual that happened in the house, and that all got these, spirits angry. Like, the thing is that, spirits actually get, connected to, anyone that lives in their house. Basically, if you and if they start knowing that you're scared of them, they'll basically make all sorts of noise by banging. They'll all basically if there was if there was a ritual going on, and they'll the ritual will make them attached to you. Like, if you were to use like a Ouija board or anything, they'll get attached to you, and they'll start to haunt your place. Now, one when it comes to this house is that it's one of the scariest places. Like, one of the places you don't want to go into is the basement. And apparently, with the movie, the house with the part two is that I'm thinking the house is located in England, and in the first one, it's Rhode Island, which I'm thinking that the actual place is located in Rhode Island. And um, anyone that anyone can ask me more questions, I can answer them during this live feed. But I'm just basically telling what I know about this place so far. I don't necessarily know a whole lot about the Conjuring House, but I as far as I know so far is that there was a ritual that happened there. I know that there was a demon going around hunting people. Um, I'm thinking that yeah, I know there was an elderly woman. And I'm also knowing is that it's one of the most creepiest places in the world, really. I know after this one, I'm probably going to do like I'm I think I already did Alcatraz, but you guys can all let me know in the comments what other house you want me to do. I got some pretty good reports on my videos. A lot of people like them. So I do like fun videos like voice impressions, which one of my recent ones, really like my older ones, was of Pennywise. So make sure if any of you guys didn't see that one, go ahead and check it out. As far as I know, there it's makes me very proud that people are actually finding my channel, really. My first video was of investigating out in the desert, which that one actually got like 69 views, really. But I am giving you guys permission to go ahead and share my videos with your family and friends and all. Uh, that'll at least get my channel more standing out. And I'm trying to get my channel out to you guys as much as I can. Um, I will take questions, really, from anyone that's watching this. Um, like, you can tell me what you know about the house so far, and if you want to know more, live stream like for a few. But anyway, yeah, like Ed and Lorraine Warren did pass away of a heart attack. Um, yeah. Is your name actually John Doe? It's just a question. Um, yeah, there was a lot of stuff going on at this place. Let's see. What else is there of that? I think Zach Bagans also checked out that the place. Um, what else is there really? The house is still standing, of course. Let me see if I can get more information from there. Um, uh, when was the Conjuring house built? I will answer that one. Uh, the Conjuring house is a real-life 18th century farmhouse of horrors in Rhode Island where 7 children have died over the years. It may seem like any other peaceful, historic farmhouse in the quaint Rhode Island suburbs, but this is actually the notorious house of horrors from the Conjuring franchise, and it has a new set of owners who insist this is home, that this home is far from peaceful. So yeah, the house, like I said, is still standing. Oh, also, you can actually spend the night in the house today. Um, and I can't necessarily remember the history, but I will look it up. The history of the Conjuring house. And yes, one of the questions is American Conjuring based on a true story. Pre-production began in early 2011 with reports surfacing in early June that James Wan was in talks to direct the film. This was later confirmed by Warner Bros., which also stated that the film would be loosely based on real-life events surrounding Ed and Lorraine Warren. What is the story of Conjuring? That's what I need to tell you guys. So here it is. In 1970, paranormal investigators and demonologist Lorraine Burra Farmiga and Ed Patrick Wilson. Okay, so those were the names of the family. So I did get that question. Well, the answer to that question out. Warren Wilson Warren. Oh no, those were the paranormal investigators. My bad. Warren are summoned to the home of Carolyn Lily Taylor and Roger Ron Livingston Perrin. The Perrins and their 5 daughters have recently moved into a secluded farmhouse. So, yes, it was a farmhouse where a supernatural presence has made itself known, though the manifestations are relatively benign. Benign? I can't pronounce that. Gosh. At first, events soon escalate in horrifying fashion, especially after the Warrens discover the house's macabre history. Okay. Oh, okay. Go up there. Okay. Well, I'm gonna let other people pop in if they want. Um, the actual true story of the Conjuring namely the Perrin family and Enfield haunting. Okay. It's scarier than the movie themselves, so that's part of it. When The Conjuring was released in 2013, it was met with critical acclaim. Critics everywhere praised it for its all too realistic portrayal of the demonic haunting of an innocent family in Rhode Island. Most viewers assumed that the movie was nothing but the wild imaginings of director James Wan. However, the true story of The Conjuring is actually rooted in a horrifying true experience of Ed and Lorraine Warren. Ed Warren was a World War II veteran and a former police officer who became a self-professed demonologist after studying the subject on his own. Um, His family, no, my bad. His wife, Lorraine, claimed to be a clairvoyant and medium who was capable of communicating with the demons that Ed discovered. Okay. In 1952, Ed and Lorraine founded the New England Society for Psychic Research, the oldest ghost hunting group in New England. Well, I want to know about the house. Okay, there are two most famous cases, however, were heavily popularized by the Conjuring franchise, a series of movies that focused on it. And Lorraine's experiences extracting demons from two possessed families. Okay. I need to find out. Okay, the true story of the Conjuring, the parent family. Okay, here it is. Um, no one else is popping in. Okay. Well, whoever wants to pop in can. So, okay, the true story of The Conjuring begins with the and here it is. In January 1971, the Perron, okay, family moved into a 14-room farmhouse in Harrisville, Rhode Island, where Carolyn, Roger, and their five daughters began to notice strange things happening almost immediately after they moved in. It started small. Carolyn would notice that the broom went missing or seemed to move from place to place on its own. She would hear the sound of something scraping against the kettle in the kitchen when no one was in there. She'd find small piles of dirt in the center of a newly cleaned kitchen room. Okay, oh no, kitchen floor. She'd find small piles of dirt in the center of a newly cleaned kitchen floor. And I'm just reading this from the internet really to kind of get more knowledge and all. Like, even though I'm doing these videos, I'm still learning too, everyone. The girls began to notice spirits around the house, though for the most part, they were harmless. Eh, there were a few, however, that were angry. Carolyn allegedly researched the history of the home and discovered that it had been in the same family for 8 generations and that many of them had died under mysterious or horrible circumstances. Several of the children had drowned in a nearby creek. One was murdered, and a few of them hanged themselves in the attic. Huh, wow, that is very sad. Uh, Now, if anyone wants to like type in the chat what they want me to like explain, or if anyone has any questions, feel free to like type in the chat. There's only one person in the chat so far. All right. So I'll keep going. Feel free to like type anything you want, really. Um, the spirit that was depicted in the film Bathsheba was the worst of them all. Hmm. All right. The spirit that was depicted in the film Bathsheba was the worst of them all. Okay. All right. Whoever the spirit was, she perceived herself to be mistress of the house, and she resented the comp- competition. My mother posed for that position, huh? Said Andrea Perrin, the oldest of the five girls. In terms out there was actually a real person named Bathsheba Sherman who lived on the parents' property in the mid 1800s. She was rumored to have been a, oh my gosh, Satanist, and there was evidence that she had been involved in the death of a neighbor's child, though no trial ever took place. She was buried in a nearby Baptist cemetery in downtown Harrisville. Okay. The parents believed that it was Bathsheba's spirit that was tormenting them. According according to Andrea, the family experienced other spirits as well that smelled like rotting flesh and would cause beds to rise off the floor. She claims her father would enter the basement and feel a cold, stinking presence behind him. Okay, a dirt floored cellar, but the heating equipment would often fail mysteriously, causing Roger to venture down. Over the 10 years that the family lived in the house, the Warrens made multiple trips to investigate. At one point, Lorraine conducted a seance to attempt to contact the spirits that were possessing the family. During the seance, Carolyn Perrin became possessed, speaking in tongues and rising from the ground in her chair. I'm trying to read this the best I can. So, I wish I can like present my screen. Uh, hmm. Uh, thanks for the thumbs up, uh, John Doe. Hmm. Uh, hoping that anyone else can pop in. I'm only having like one person. Um, is she the wife? What? John Sherman died May 25th, 1881, in the seventh year of her age. Huh. So the grave of Sheba Sherman. Okay. Andrea claims to have secretly witnessed the scenes. I thought I was going to pass out, Andrea said. My mother began to speak a language not of this world in a voice not her own. Her chair levitated and she was thrown across the room. Though the movie version of events culminates with Ed performing an exorcism rather than a seance, Lorraine insists that she and her husband would never attempt one, as they must be performed by a Catholic priest. After the seance, Roger kicked the Warrens out, worried about his wife's mental stability. According to Andrea, the family continued to live in the house due to financial instability until they were able to move in 1980, at which point the spirits were silenced and the haunting ceased. The infield haunting. One of the Hushing girls caught on camera being flung from her bed. If only I knew how to actually present my screen. Uh, hmm. Well, okay. 6 years after the parent family was terrorized by their demon, another family in Enfield, England began to experience similar things. In August of 1977, the Hodgson family started seeing and hearing strange things. Janet, who was 11 at the time, recalled sitting up in bed to see her dresser slash shared with her brother. We, we shouted, "Mom, Mom," said Janet. We were sort of frightened, but also intrigued. Later, the family began to hear knocking coming from all sorts of places in the house. And this is the history, everyone. I that is true. She remembers her mom thinking that there were burglars or drifters hiding out in their home and calling the police to investigate. So yeah, this is just like uh, the last family that moved in. This is what like they like experienced. She remembers her mom thinking there were burglars or drifters, okay, uh, hiding out in her home and calling the police to investigate. The officer who arrived reported witnessing a chair rise up and move across the floor on its own. Reporters from the Daily Mirror, who were also called in to report on the Enfield haunting experience, them for themselves too. Hmm? Oh, Legos and marbles were reported flying around the room, hot to the touch when picked up. Clothing folded on tabletops would leap off of them and fly across the room. The sound of dogs barking would be heard in empty rooms. Lights would flicker, coins would drop out of thin air, and furniture would spin or tip over without being touched. Haunting house today. Then, one day, the iron fireplace in an upstairs bedroom was ripped out of the wall. After that, paranormal investigators were from all around the world, okay, showed up, claiming to be able to contact spirits and wanting to know more about the Enfield haunting. Most of them decided that the children had been faking their experiences, as one of them had admitted to doing so on one occasion, but the Warrens were different. Still no one popping in yet. Oh, that's okay. At least one person popped in. And also, thank you for popping in. Um, they showed up and immediately believed that a demonic presence was present. However, their claims were overlooked as a noted skeptic at the time accused Ed Warren of exaggerating and even making up incidents, often transforming a haunting into one case of demonic possession. This is where the story differs from the movie, as there was no exorcism like practice from the Warrens. In 1979, 2 years after they began, the hauntings abruptly stopped, though the family maintains they did nothing to stop them. Hmm. After reading about the real story behind the Conjuring, check out the shocking movie behind Amityville Horror House and Robert the Doll, a haunted doll that Ed and Lorraine Warren would have loved. Okay. Oh well, that was experience at the Conjuring house. Does anyone have any questions at all? Anyone that's in this chat or on this live stream, like anyone can ask me anything. That's what I'm still in the stream for. So, yep, where's the house located? Like I said, probably in Rhode Island. Do you ever intend to drive to any of these places? I do, yes. Um, you're like if you're still in this live stream, is there anything that you want me to explain so far? Well, one question I do have, like if you're like typing or not, like videos that that's my question. All right. So okay, it seems like you don't have any any questions really. Um well thanks for all that watched so far. That's all I really have, so far now. That was, like, the history and all. I do plan on going to these, places and all, but, yeah, make sure to subscribe to my channel, everyone. Um, I will be making some more videos. If you do not know what my channel really is about, it's me explaining, what the, I'm basically my channel is, basically I'm your host, Steven. Um, and I'm referred to as Ghost Mysteries. Thank you. Um, and my channel, really, I will give a quick introduction before I end this live stream. Um, my channel is like I do fun videos. I can do voice acting if anyone wants me to do voice acting. Um, so before I close out, I will do a quick voice acting. So I'll do um Pennywise real quick. So here it goes. I'll do the old one first. So here it is. Bye bye, Richie. So that's one. Hiya, Georgie. Buck, oh, that's okay. I'm Pennywise, the dancing clown. So that's one, and then the new Pennywise, which is hiya, Georgie. So that's one. And I'll make another video of that. And I am planning on like making a part two of my first video, which is investigating out in the desert. Make sure to check that out. Um, I will. So like I was saying, my channel is me basically doing like some history and stuff. I'm basically trying to figure out the mysteries of what happened in houses. So like the Lizzie Borden house, the Amityville house, Alcatraz. I'm basically trying to find out the mysteries, like why are these houses haunted? What really happened in the places? I'm basically trying to figure out the mystery. That's why my channel is called Ghost Mysteries. I'm basically investigating the mysteries behind the paranormal activity that's going on in these houses. And in the future, a I will make a TV show called Ghost Mysteries, but I'm basically actually putting my I will try to make my own I will try to get my own team of investigators to go out to these places. Um and I will try to get my own production company, really. Probably it'll probably be called um Ghost Mystery Productions, or like Stephen Ginter Clay Productions. That's basically my real name. Um I can be called um paranormal investigator Stephen Ginter Clay. Also, if you do not know, I am planning to run for president of the United States in the future. What I'm going to be doing is taking care of healthcare. Basically, I will lower people's taxes and all, which I don't really know why I'm talking about all of that really, but I just wanted to say that. So yeah. Make sure to drop a like button, share this video with your friends and family members. And like I said, my video is about me investigating the unknown, the unexplained explanations of like paranormal places and all. I'm thinking my next one will be either investigating out in the desert part 2, or I'll do, let's see, what else is a good one? I'll try to do, I already did Haunted Washington, DC. I did the Winchester House. What's a good one? I can do. I'll think about it. So yeah. My channel is also fun videos. I'll do some news stories for you guys also. Um, yeah. So I'll do Haunted Kingdom in Arizona. I'll do that. I'll do like Haunted Henderson. I'll do like the Haunting of the Oregon Trail. I'll do all of that. Um, but best way to look for my channel is look for my first video, which is investigating out in the desert. Investigating out in the desert. That's how you'll get to my channel, and there should be a subscribe button down there. But anyway, I'm gonna let this live stream go. 41 minutes, that's not too bad. But like I always say in my videos, see you on the ghost trail. Bye bye.